Good evening, Chainsaw Man fans. My name is Mr. Twitchy. Night Portion, Mugen Eclipse, that's my Ibo over there. Vigilantes the first. I'm feeling a bit under the weather today. I think Yoru or Chainsaw Man, they ate some devil. They ate Michigan, turned it into a sword. So I've just been folded. But how are you guys doing? We're about to be caught up.
Yep.
I'm kind of nervous.
When this stream end or the end of this read, being all caught up, and then reading it tomorrow, the final chapter. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh man, that's gonna be an experience.
Rafts, welcome. Zachary, welcome. Since we last saw each other on Saturday, everyone, I've been going down the rabbit hole with Kishibe. I think Kishibe is Fumiko. There's too many things that make sense, and I hate to admit it, but here we are. Please talk me down from this ledge, guys. Anything, anyone.
What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? Because we did a little deep diving, a little bit, certain words, certain panels, certain pages, and,
certain organs.
Conveniently not here, but this other character conveniently appears
with the shadow government. Like, why would she be there talking to them?
Oh, I'm gonna give up my liver. Liver, alcohol, organs. Oh, yeah.
Yes, Zachary, I did see it. A low res image, but it looked pretty good.
What's up,
Gav? Welcome. I'm just looking back at this last chapter. What the hell? Red Chainsaw Man versus Asa's Moon Sword? Spear? Sorry.
Spear.
All right, but what do you think of the last volume, Dante? Anything that pops straight into your head?
I'm just gonna keep reiterating, like, even from last stream, still enjoyed it the same way. But while enjoying it, there's still, once again, other things I would love to explore. But if it ain't here in this stream, it's probably not gonna be here in the final chapter, or it could be, and then it would just be really rushed, and then that would be that. So, but overall, though, I mean, Denji is always Denji. He's always gonna find a way all the time. Yoru crashing out, had to use a damn moon spear and some unworldly weapon here. And I mean, I don't know. I am still disappointed with Def and Fami. We talked about that a little bit, and that it reminds us of another series that ended. That we have covered in the manga.
Raph
Very
knows.
similar.
He knows.
Very similar. The specific two as well. Like, that's
like, what is it with these mangaka?
like, I'm sure when I'm old and senile, I'm going to get those two pairs mixed up. Probably not even. Maybe in the next 10 years, I'll forget. Like, wait a minute. Oh, no, that was that series when that happened. But same thing.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
Kind of frauds. I mean, honestly, like, when it gets into that slander, I mean, hey.
They might be on fraud alert. Sure. Welcome.
Yo.
Yeah, to relate it to Vante's point, I feel like death tonight, guys. So if I have to pause, take my camera off, mute for a second, I gotta do that for me. I was thinking about the stupid Forrest Gump meme, but Lieutenant Yoru, you don't have any legs. Fraudima? No. Fujimoto?
Fujimoto is crazy. Yeah.
And that's the thing, refs. Like, we don't know how long the distance between part 2 and part 3 will be. I want to say part 1 and part 2 were like a year or more between.
There even is a part 3 in the first place. Because
honestly, I don't even know what I want at this point. Do I want a part 3 or do I want to just be over with?
Like the way that thing, I don't know, man. I mean,
I think it's going to depend on how this section of the story plays out.
Yeah. We weren't here. I mean, we were around obviously for just in the animanga community. But when part 1 ended, I've seen people say that it was kind of the same way. Like there was no announcement, it ended, and then there was an announcement. Oh, there's a part 2 coming. So, do you guys feel like it is the same thing now, or do you think that they're promoting it as like the end of the series? Like, definitely.
I mean, you gotta want to do it at the end of the day, Sherm. So I get that. If he's burnt out, he's burnt out.
Yeah, could just be that. But damn, man, like at the same time, that can be true. But at the same time, something else can be true. You spend a lot of time on things that maybe could have been sped up, and you could have explored some other things before we head out. But hey, it is what it is.
I'm not saying he's burnt out in general, Zachary, but he might be burnt out with Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, I was about to say with this story in particular, because I mean he's written so many different stories in a short span of time, and I would assume that he's going to continue to do it for completely different settings, completely different series.
I can never trust Viz's official media correspondence. They're like public safety division. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them.
Bro, their translations already be bad sometimes. The fact that their announcements might be mistranslated. That's how,
No, what I actually meant to say was it was entering into the conclusion climax of the story, head ass, Undead Unlock, only to cancel it another 20 chapters later. I digress. Still a little bit salty about that.
Question. People in the chat right now. Who want mod? Who wants to be a mod? It can just
we are doing that tonight.
Tomorrow. If you don't want to do no more mod duties, you can retire tomorrow. But
just one day.
So we got to, So today and tomorrow, and then if you want to give it up, you can give it up. Or if you want to keep it, you can keep it too.
I feel like holding up the Kishibe like the spoilers are listening.
We might have to make a video. Depending on how this ends, we gotta make a video, and the thumbnail has to be like the notebook.
The spoilers are missing.
Yeah, Sherm. Like, and that's the thing. I think we even talked about it midway through part 2. About Asa and Denji. Like, we're fine with those characters being focused on, being in the forefront because they are the MCs, and we were always cool with like the other characters, side characters, but noticeably part 2's cast was weaker than part 1's cast. I genuinely can't even think of I genuinely think it's Denji, Asa, and then there's like a big gap for like the third, fourth, basically.
Hell, I'd even say Yoru is a little bit far removed. Like, she's not even at the same tier that I would put Asa or Denji.
Like, part 1,
and Denji...
if you ask anybody's top 5, it'll be different.
Oh, I'm just thinking about Aki, Power, Like, we need to get the Blood Devil this part. Like, if he just ends the series without Denji ever meeting the Blood Devil again, I would feel cheated.
That too, Rafts. Yoshida. Like, it just, like, I get it, but it's like nothing else. Like, not a little glimpse of a backstory, something, a past conversation, just something short. It was just, he did his job and he died. And everybody in part 2, they just do their job and die. Which, same thing as part 1, but part 1, at least, there's like real character conclusions. Himino, Aki, Power, Reze, for in terms of the story, you know, her not being there anymore or being herself anymore.
Kobani is severely missed. I know that she might have hung it up just like Kishibe, but come on, man. You can't show her doing something? Like, what devil contract does she have? Is that never going to be revealed? Fujimoto, he has his own type of way of doing things, which is fine.
Yeah, I'll give him that, though. Like, he can really make a story. Like, he can still make it enjoyable, even though it's like, damn, there's a lot of things that are not covered that should be covered, but it's all about focus, honestly, with him. Like, he can execute really well, but it's just, he just decides, he prioritizes things his own way. Reze Part 3 is coming. We need you. Honestly, serious. Like, Reze,
we need
Power,
you, Reze.
Blood Devil, like those.
Reze.
Even Quan Chi, she dipped out that very last mission.
Man.
All right, peace. That's it. Like, you know,
her.
Like, it's consistent with her character for sure. But like, that's the conclusion. That's our goodbye to Quan Chi. I mean, I'm sure we'll probably see her if not in this stream, probably like in the last chapter. You know, whoever is still alive, we'll see what they're doing. But like, I don't know.
One can dream, Zachary. One can dream. That's what we all want, really. Aki. Welcome. I just love saying that name. All right, so either way, we only have 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. We got 7 chapters tonight. I mean, unless there's one that you really think we should not dual react to, it's just not worth it. We're pretty much just going to do all dual reactions until the end. So please tell me if that's not the correct way to approach this or what. What are your 2 read one? What do you mean, Gav?
Katana Man a fraud. Yeah, Katana. Like, who's a Katana Man fan? I said that a few volumes ago. Like,
you can't be real. You can't be unironically real.
He peaked in season 1. Like, genuinely, he
peaked in like episode 7.
Exactly. Honestly, yeah, he started being a fraud ever since he lost. And then got kicked in his nuts, and then it's like, damn, man, just okay.
Oh, that's all right, Gav. I know you found him, Sherm, but he's not real. That's an account from the moon. You cannot convince me otherwise.
That's AI. That's a bot. It gotta be a bot.
Yeah, if anyone's going to engagement farm, they're going to use Katana Man Stan as their platform.
228, 231. Sounds about right, too. You know, getting caught up in that final stretch.
But again, for anyone just joining today, I am feeling a little bit under the weather, so I'm going to let Vontae take over most of the alternating chapters. So we'll have you go first, my good friend.
All right. You guys know the drill, man. Like the stream if you are here. If you have not yet, helps us get out to the algorithm, and so that we can reach out to more Chainsaw Man fans for the rest of this night and tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a stream, man. That's gonna be crazy. This one's gonna be a stream too, but damn, we're gonna see, because we're all gonna have our fresh opinions about it. But chapter 225, Barf Motorcycle Hell. All right. 2 pigs, birds, people, just yeah. Creatures ought to have been able to move more smoothly. Denji must have eaten a devil. Ah, Denji, stop eating. The fucking legs, man. Safe for now. Right, it's not like every erased concept would be something important to this world. I'll be damned if I let him screw up my world any further. Okay, he's still eating, chomping down. Oh, motorcycle. Hain ha motorcycle. Oh, wait, what? Did he eat tongue? Tongue is okay. Damn. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of gibberish in this fight. Now I just need him to say Vaga. Yeah. If I have it's a weapon, how hold him to hold your head up. The top even have you. Teeth and legs. And then just like that, boom. All up. What did you do with the devils you strapped to your body? They weren't in my barf. Oh shit! Bang! Uh-oh. He ran. you know. Again. Fight, coward, fight. Fight me. You can't mess up my world without eating devils. Remember, I have a pawn right here. Now fight me. Those pawns couldn't fill me up. What? I'm gonna go to hell and gobble up more some real devils. Wait, Denji, you fool! No. And we are in hell. Uh-oh. Yep, shit about to get crazy. Very, very crazy. But he got Yoru up against the ropes these past chapters.
Me hoy no hoy. If I heard he out, he whirl, he ran.
Oh man. And we appreciate it, Zachary. We're gonna be on our way, man. We gotta once we're done with Chainsaw, we can get back into some of our manga content and roll that out too, and then get ready for our new anime content and get ready for our new manga content in the future.
Yeah, we'll get there slowly but surely. We just got to get more consistent. But as we're starting to turn things around here in the new year, I have a feeling the back end of the year is going to be much better than the front end.
Yep. For real, props to the translator. For real. Because I mean, when they first seen it, it was like, huh, okay. Okay.
Grandpappy, I need you to say this sentence without your dentures in. What's that one guy from Family Guy?
Burns, I think is his name. No, Burns.
I have no idea.
Burns. Oh, some shit.
Perv.
Fucking perv. Pervier and Quagmire. Hey, straightforward chapter.
Yeah, just more chaos.
Yep.
Kind of interesting though that we're going to hell and eating directly from the source.
Mm-hmm.
What do you make of him eating devils in hell? Do you think it has the same effect as if he eats them on Earth?
Good question. I guess maybe. I don't know. Because
I don't have an answer to that
devils
myself.
can die on Earth and in hell, and they recycle. Maybe that would be funny if like he eats a certain. Let's say he the ear devil or something again, and then all the devils lose their ears. It'd be funny seeing all those just crazy designs just looking even crazier.
I also think this could be the final setting. Since we're in hell, I think it might end here. Granted, we have 5 chapters left, so he could always come back. But I don't know. I feel like this is the setting. And the perfect setting, right? Because going back to the Darkness Devil, That was the most unnerving section, I think, of the entire manga. When everyone just got their limbs detached and formed into Makima. Bro. I hope they make that just a little bit more clear in the anime, because once people realize that that's what it's spelled out with their body parts, they will freak out.
Put it parentheses and then put the words, oh no. But ready for 226?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Oh my god, what? Where are all the devils? Locust's home, chapter 226. Bang! Yeah! Wham! Cring! Bang, 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 bang! Yeah! Bang, 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 bang! Crumble. Sploosh! Wait, that was like sand or water? Oh yeah, I guess so. Oh my god, we've had enough of water in this series and his trauma related to sinking. There. Hey, come up already. Show me your look of defeat. A manhole cover behind her drops. Here comes the locust. Is this a primal fear? You know, pestilence? I feel like it could be, given the agricultural nature of humanity. Wah! Oh man, if I couldn't swim, I'd be screwed right now. Time out for a sec. Upsy daisy. I can't tell who's winning. I don't think there is a winner in this. Well, it's definitely not that guy. How'd you like it, Yoru? This is my perfect plan. Surrender! Oh my god. Fucking... Oh, I definitely planned for this. If you read One Piece, you know what it is. Oh no, don't do this. Save me, Denji. Cheater. Yeah. Creak! A door gets kicked through another door. Oh my god, are they dimension hopping?
You know, Fujimoto.
This double spread is crazy.
This chapter, though, Fujimoto.
Yeah!
You're the end of the manga, Fujimoto. I get it, but come on.
This seems like a one-off type of villain. Like, I would be pissed at this chapter if I were reading it weekly.
And it's just so short. It's like, it's really not much. Like, this could be.
This feels like a bottleneck chapter.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, let's think about it, right? If Death was eaten by Denji, would that mean that all the devils that get killed wouldn't be able to reincarnate? Are they still in our world? Are they pieces in this world?
Probably just pieces here, I guess.
And Sherm, that's what I said. I immediately was like, I hope we end the series here. And then Fujimoto's like, you get 8 pages and you like it. I mean, cool artwork and all, but I mean,
real
it
dark.
Doesn't really.
It did remind me of the Black Darkness arc.
Paladins.
No. In another timeline, Dandadan. Yeah, right now we're streaming right now. did you like?
I had to throw in at least one reference.
Kind of slip between universes there for
the timelines.
Oh no!
After reading this chapter, I'm more nervous than ever. Like, part 2 is ending in 6 chapters. I'm gonna have quite a few regrets. I
Hey,
feel.
at least that was the perfect one for you, being sick. It wasn't
Yeah,
strenuous.
yeah,
That's,
yeah.
that's the price
I
I
didn't have to
paid.
say much. Save me. I already sound like that because I can't enunciate today. Save me. Save me from the congestion devil.
He said people is pissed off on.
Like this
Yeah,
one.
it's one of those.
I just don't see the point of it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I can continue on 227.
All right.
All right, chapter 227. Once again, guys, like the stream, subscribe to your boys if you are new to the channel. Road to 2K subscribers coming up soon. This year. We're going to do it this year. Trust. The taste of shrimp and blood. I know. I mean, yeah, just ingesting blood, but I'm just hoping power or something, Shrimp, beam shark, sea creature. Yeah, okay. I'll stop coping. We'll see. It hurts. Also, what's the deal with that devil? Ow, I don't know. Oh, shit. Whoa. Okay. A lot really raw lines, just raw panels. I like it. Yo, who the hell are you? Damn, okay. Just swipe, just smack them through buildings. Nice double spread though. I like that. What the hell? It's going crazy. Dingy. What'd she throw? Is that an arm? Or its arm? Okay. He's chainsaw through him. Got him. Are you okay, Dingy? Tastes like shrimp. Bang. No fair. Bang. Again. Bang. Okay. And birds come down. What is up with... Okay, now I see. I see. I see why people panic recently with the news of the final chapter. These chapters, they feel like it's
What's
like
he doing?
he's checking out. I feel like he's checking out in real time. It really feels like he's checking out. Like, don't get me wrong, this fight is cool. Some shots is really cool, but it's like that's two wastes of like
why is this shrimp thing
at least have
beating
multiple
his
devils or
ass?
something like that, and then he kind of go through that, and then be kind of messed up, and then he's hurt, and then fighting Yoru, or like I don't know. It just feels I don't know, honestly.
I don't even know if I would say racing there, Sherm. I'd say like teleporting. He's skipping a few steps. And yes, she did throw his Denji's arm at him. Why
But I can also see why people was like part 3. It gotta be part 3 because I'm like, yeah, like what the heck? Like it has to be a part 3 if it's going like this. This does not feel like the end of like.
If this is how the series ends, we're gonna have a dialogue.
Now the last volume and the prior ones, it felt like it was the end. Here is giving me PTSD with mostly with Undead and a little bit with JJK, but mostly with Undead.
I don't even know what to make of this because, like, what was the point? Like, I don't mean to sound like an asshole, but honestly, like, any explanation why this devil is not going down? And also, I got jebaited by the title because it said blood, and I was thinking, oh, the blood devil's coming back.
Yeah, when I started, I seen blood. I was like, hey, no. No.
That was just weird.
Yeah. Bang, bang, bang. Oh. Next ones we read. All do a react, so I'm glad. Good. Let's see. But yeah.
Sherm, you were so right. These chapters were not dual reaction worthy.
Oh yeah.
Oh
no.
my god.
But probably the most I've like out of any that I've ever heard ever was, oh yeah, these ones are cool. Yeah, absolutely.
I am more than
Absolutely.
perfect with just staying off to the side and reading this with you.
Let's see, man.
I mean, I'm starting to feel that way too. Aki triplet.
Right.
All right. Well, I guess it's my turn. Question mark. I feel like we've done nothing in the first half an hour of this stream, but okay.
I know, right? Feels empty, but I'll be back in.
All right, guys. So, in case you're joining us new, either live or in the future for the VOD, make sure you like the stream for us. What's about to happen? I'm about to react to the chapter first, have a quick discussion with you guys in the chat. I will bring Vante in after sending him an emoji or a GIF revolving this, surrounding this, I should say. But let's get into it. Chapter 228, Dove, which could symbolize rebirth. It could symbolize death. But let's take a look. All right, so lots of birds. His legs off to the side. His body is just there. Mainly the sternum. Grabs Denji. This is kind of pathetic. I'm not going to lie. He's trying to, like, run away with the chains. And her look of disappointment. Skeet, skeet! Deja vu. I might send him, like, a racing gif. Or, like, drifting. Oh my god, he's just trying to get away like a little slug creature. Oh, she turns it into a Chainsaw Man motorcycle like Ghost Rider. Oh my god, get out the way! Gah. Is he pulling the ripcord with his teeth? You're darn tootin' he is. I need blood! Shove. Alright, one sec. I will be right back. One sec. Sorry, I had to wipe my nose for a second. Yeah, blood. Where's the blood? Devil. Blah. I'll tear you to shreds. Bzzz. Oh, the bird. PTSD. Fucky, no. Her face on page 9. She is terrified, traumatized. All right, she slams into the wall. The dove devil flies away. And now she's in blood? Reminds me of Reze, unfortunately. Why won't this wound heal? The wording of your contract specifies that the Americans shoulders attacks against you, doesn't it? When you crashed your motorcycle into the school, those injuries didn't heal up. Environmental damage, much like Deku versus Night Eye. If you know, you know. And that might actually be the gift that I sent Vante. That means the Americans won't help ya if you hurt yourself. Why? Why'd you avoid that dove? Because you hate it when birds are killed. I don't know how I feel about this. And yes, I did go higher register because I don't know how to feel. Yeah, I did miss the Chainsaw Man cycle. Yeah, I'm pretty sick, Zachary, in case you hadn't noticed. Oh, God. My nose is so irritable. Sherm, I do like that observation, but it's also like, it's kind of Stockholm syndrome, right? In which you start to feel these positive emotions against your tormentor, your captor. Like, Yoru has officially taken over Asa's body, and she has, up until this point, not given it back purposely. Ooh, that's rough, buddy. Sorry, Rafs. Oh, that's what he did? He puked up more so he could eat more blood? Yeah, Denji's kind of wild with it, with his combat IQ. Alright, do I give him the drifting gif, or do I give him the... What was the other one I said? I feel like I had another one. I think I'll do Deku versus Night Eye. It might confuse him a little bit, but that's good. I did do both, sure. Mayuri and Nemu. Okay. I mean, that's one of the most unique dynamics I've ever seen before in my life, so to have any other reference to it in media is really cool.
So am I going fast? Deku bouncing off walls, car drifting, what's going on? Speed. I am speed. Dove. 228. Okay. But are those doves? Those aren't doves unless you show them the shadow. Those are crows. What's the play here? Okay. Is this chainsaw hooked to like the ground, like the hole in the ground and the pole looks like? What is he doing? He revving up? Oh yeah, he is. Oh, he going, and then she's going too with that motorcycle or with the high hook. Goes past somebody. Oh no, and she just rolled right over that. Wow, that's fucked up. Well, obviously she's the devil, but you know, it was unnecessary rather. Okay, drifting. Okay, I need blood. I'll tear you to shreds. Head ass. What's going on here? Oh, he threw up. The heart. Oh no! Oh, it's a bird. Dove. And the chicken. Thinking about the chicken. I like that callback. That's cool. Drift. That's cool. So what? Did she not run over it? Oh wow. Okay, I do like the parallel between that, with him missing the guy, just barely missing the guy, her running him over it, and with Asa's memory. With the whole chicken situation. That's pretty cool. I like that. Okay, boom, crashes to a building. Birds freeze, flying away. Is that her blood? Is she gonna pull her own blood? Or, yeah, I think so, from her head. Why won't this wound heal? Oh, shit, yeah, GG's. The wording of your contract specifies that the Americans will shoulder attack. The Americans will shoulder attacks against you, doesn't it? When you crash your motorcycle into the school, those injuries didn't heal up. That means the Americans won't help you if you hurt yourself. Why? Why'd you avoid that dove? Because you hate it when birds are killed. This is like everything that Fujimoto is trying to do here is good. It's just so fast, and there's no setup or like things are just happening. Like that ended so just fast, and
I like the line. I don't feel like the payoff was earned.
exactly, it's
What it feels like is he had the idea for the line and he just had to rush to get there.
like I said, the first time I'm seeing Fujimoto execution be off.
I don't like this feeling.
Nope. Like I said, it's really feeling like you. Like, you know, or it's like
Not
okay,
Yu Yu Hakusho, the other Yu Yu.
Wanted. Yeah, like I get where you were going. Makes sense, but it's how we're getting there. There's no, like I said, no reward, no payoff, no wait, no. It just happened. Like it was just a regular end of an arc from like early part 2 or something like.
You're telling me this is how we defeat the big bad? Is that she slipped on a banana peel? Like, are you serious? In not so many words, right? Because like, this was an injury of her own making.
Yeah, I get the symbolism, the callback, but it's just when has like Yoru has, but when have you seen Yoru genuinely not necessarily do what Asa wants her to do, or I'll just say like agree with Asa or do something good for Asa. The only good that came out of Yoru was kind of like, okay, she is kind of interested in Denji, maybe that can, but obviously that it
was mutually beneficial when they shared a kiss like with Denji. In that, I know Asa likes Denji / Chainsaw Man. She likes Denji / Asa, Denji / Chainsaw Man. I'm talking about Yoru, but I don't know. I like you said, I don't like the execution for these last 5 chapters. Pretty much everything we've read tonight, it's just been like, eh.
Yeah. So once again, I'm saying it just like for W. I hope the anime can like, you know, expand these things. I would hope, because it's there. Like the source, the ideas are there. It's just speed, super speed. Like these, well, how many chapters? 3 chapters or so, or 4 chapters?
4.
Those 4 chapters were like 14 chapters worth, just sped
scrunched into one.
Yeah.
And again, I like that Yoru got triggered because she shares the same brain as Asa, causing her to do something quote unquote out of character. But like, I don't know, man. I thought she had complete control. Like, she was this close to world domination forever.
I'm not gonna lie though, I can see her capping. I think she's capped. I think this next chapter she's about to take over Asa's body completely or something. Because really? I don't believe that. That's kind of crazy. Like, yes, the symbolism is there, but it can't just be for symbolism's sake. It has to also narratively make sense for her to just die off of this.
I mean, go back to page 9. That's a genuine look of trauma when she's drifting away. Like, that bird is traumatizing her.
Or maybe this is like the showing the last connection between her and Asa. Now she's away. Now that's done. Now I'm going to take over your body.
I mean, could be. Yeah, but the reason why I sent the Deku meme is because her damage was inflicted onto her by the environment. And in that fight with Night Eye, the environment was what Night Eye couldn't foresee.
I want this wound healed.
So does that mean Asa's gonna die here? I think it would necessitate that, right?
And then what? Yoru
and then Denji's back to square fucking one again?
That's why I say part 3 question mark. Because I mean, technically, it feels like the beginning. It feels like the end and then the beginning instead of the end. This doesn't feel like the end. Like part 1 end feels more like an end than this does. If I were to compare right now and without knowing what's going to happen for the next chapters, including tomorrow.
Aki, I know because the Death Devil is eaten. I'm saying like, assuming that gets regurgitated as they're dying.
Yeah.
And then I also did say the last panel, it looks like Reze in the alley bleeding out.
Oh, yeah. 81 birds are killed.
Oh, and?
Yeah, no.
That would be my retort.
Just
that would be
about,
my retort. And?
I don't.
You know how many birds are killed for food every day?
But also, it's like, how am I supposed to believe her? Like, yes, they share the same brain, but how can I even believe her here?
Based on like what she was saying and how against her plan Asa was. Asa asked Denji to kill her because she couldn't fathom living in a world where Yoru's plan succeeded. And she was a second away from... I mean, I guess it could be the naivete of Asa and how she grew up. She can't trust those in authority because they make questionable decisions. But even still, there's something about that last page that just kind of rubs me the wrong way. It just doesn't feel earned, is the phrase I'll keep using.
Well, guess I get in the next one then. All right, chapter 229 came out February 17th, just a little over a month ago. All right. 229, what did I say? Nightjar and Asa. Nightjar and Asa. Hey, you see the doves going up through the doors of hell? They're going to hell. That's her laughing. Yep. Because I hate it. Why? You don't give a damn about my feelings. Why are you still leaving me alive? You could have erased me and made my body and mine all yours, right? Yeah, she's plotting something. She peeked at the door again. Hey, look at it. Look at Denji, he's moving. Uh-oh. Oh, yep, we don't see her eyes. Is she about to do something, man? I don't know, I don't trust it. That bird whose body I stole at the outset, even though it was a bird, it felt guilty for catching and eating worms. For an act necessary for survival, what a stupid, arrogant, and foolish bird. Kind of like not really even a metaphor, but comparison with her and her nature. If I empathize, if I'm able to bear that guilt too, then I can create stronger weapons. I tried to understand your guilt, Asa, but in the end, I couldn't comprehend it. Asa, the things you think are sins. The things you think are sins are nothing in the devil's eye. Yep, it's the nature. Them doves, man, I don't trust that shit. Get away. Like, I know they're here for the scene, or for the sequence, for, once again, the metaphor really, or the analogy between birds and then the guilt. Even they feel guilt. And then with Asa, like, yo, you fucking evil. Like, yeah, I am, because I'm the devil. Yes, I'm the devil. Yes, Asa, I am the devil, so it is what it is. If that bird too had been able to fly thinking only happy thoughts. Oh, you about to eat her? Yep. Okay, I see that connection too. What did he do? Oh, is he giving it? Wait. Is he giving her blood? Because I'm like, he looks like he's cutting himself. And then her reaction with the blood splatter on her face and her eye open. Yep, he is. He literally is. Uh-oh. That's, wow, okay. So then, she's on top of him. Are you dumber than a chicken? Why did you feed me blood, Denji? Did you want to get turned into a weapon, or do you want to screw up the world together? I suddenly remembered something. You said you'd have sex with me. So yeah, it's dingy. He greedy. He's greedy. He's greedy. You promised you'd have sex with me if I ate some dangerous devil, and I'm pretty sure I ate that dangerous devil, didn't I? Ha 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 ha. Like checkmate? Question mark? I guess, but like, I mean, um, I I mean, I honestly don't know what to say because it's like this is very much dingy. This is him. This is literally him, and that is absolutely true what he just said. But it's also one of those things where it's like now what I was saying about Yoru, that I thought that she was tricking them, Asa and Denji there. Now I'm thinking Denji's gonna be tricking her to eat her. I don't know, but no, he gave her blood though for it to give. I wouldn't. It wouldn't make sense for him to do that. Nah, he's dead ass. I honestly don't even know where this goes after. Truthfully, I don't. I don't know. I don't. 7 girlfriends take for breakfast, sex every day. How did y'all feel about this chapter? Real quick before I get switching here. I want to know what you guys felt. How you guys felt about this one? I'd assume this one's probably a controversial one. I mean, all the last ones kind of have them. I feel like this one probably would have been just off of the merit of simple fact that he just gave her blood. Ew. Yeah. Like I said, if he can find a way to kill Yoru with saving Asa, if he can do that, then okay. But I don't know how I feel about this. Like I'm not. I don't know. Like I honestly don't even really have a real opinion about this right now. Because on one end, I do like it and appreciate it with Denji's character. It makes sense. He wants Asa. That's the girl he wants. But then it's Yoru. I don't. Honestly, it's both. At this point, it really is both. It's all of the above. But there's no coexistence here. I don't know, man. Yeah. 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 Same thing with Denji. It always comes back to that very in character, but it's also like you truly did regress. Like, because there was a point in time where I was like, he can have that and be the hero and save the day and do all of the above. But like in this instance, that's not. It doesn't feel like that's the case. It feels like there is still. It's not a. What the MC always want them to have like a total victory in the end of the story, or if it's not that kind of story, you want them to face consequences for decisions that they've made. This might be leaning towards that one, but I can't tell because Fujimoto could flip it and it actually can be the good in the total victory. But let me get Twitchy in there now. All right, what emoji should I send, guys, or GIF? Or I might send both. I'm sending emoji and a GIF. I mean, obviously the dove. Actually, I'm gonna put the dove emoji, and then you probably gonna think death. No, it's not necessarily that. No. And I'm gonna put a horny, dingy GIF, something like that. I'm gonna do the one where he was speed walking with the axe with his tongue out. Yeah, it does. I agree with you, perhaps. Yeah, not really. I would say the only ones I would say to me personally would be the the Locust chapters, just because in the sense where it's like it didn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. I would have at least rather wanted Fujimoto to like throw in other devils for that with the Locust, just to make it okay. It's like one more thing. What the hell, Denji fighting against the Locust and the other devils, and then get into this stuff. It just felt kind of, I don't know, just thrown in. Like Fujimoto just thought about it and just put it in there. But
In the arms of a devil, die away.
go ahead.
Please don't dislike the stream for my very poor and crudely timed pun. Oh my god, what in the AOT am I looking at? Chapter 229, Nightjar and Asa. All the doors. Because I hate it. Why? You don't give a damn about my feelings. What did we just talk about last chapter? Why are you still leaving me alive? You could have erased me and made my body and mine all yours, right? Alright, he's crawling. Oh my god, that better not be fucking Fumiko. Oh, no. Okay, at first I was like, I see the chest, but I think because of the scar in the face, I think that is Yorasu. That bird whose body I stole at the outset, good callback, even though it was a bird, it felt guilty for catching and eating worms. For an act necessary for survival, what a stupid, arrogant, and foolish bird. If I empathize, if I'm able to bear that guilt too, then I can create stronger weapons. I tried to understand your guilt, Asa, but in the end, I couldn't comprehend it. Asa, the things you think are sins are nothing in a devil's eyes. If that bird too had been able to fly, thinking only happy thoughts, I'm trying to understand this panel. Did he cut himself to give her blood? Yep. He falls down. Oh, guys, like, what the hell is happening in the sky? Are you dumber than a chicken? Why did you feed me blood, Denji? Did you want to get turned into a weapon? Or do you want to screw up the world together? I suddenly remembered something. You said you'd have sex with me. Bro, you promised you'd have sex with me if I ate some dangerous devil. And I'm pretty sure I ate that dangerous devil, didn't I? Crumble? I got some things to say about this. I do want to read the chat, so just bear with me for a second. But it's just like, I don't know, man. It feels like Fujimoto has been replaced by a clone.
Fumiko. Or Fumiko clone. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. It's Fumiko. Nah, I mean, like, in character for Denji, absolutely, but it's a regression. Like, okay, on the Asa end of things, like, yeah, if he wants to save her, I get that part. However, this is not a situation where in the past, like, where he's able to have that absolute victory where he can save people, save his friends, defeat the antagonist. It's like you're only getting potentially one good thing out of it while you're also risking everything else by giving her blood and doing this. So It's a it's, I don't know, man.
Aki, I do agree with you that knowing the end is in sight makes these chapters worse. But I am trying to be objective in my here and now thoughts on this chapter. I just don't really get the switch up from Yoru. Like, yeah, it was cool that she had.
Because even last stream, we loved it. And then we got here, and that's just a chapter before this stretch. My bad for cutting you off, but, you know, it's just. I don't know.
No, it feels like she. Different. I don't know. I know she has a soft spot for Asa. Don't get me wrong. But is that soft spot worth giving up on your dream for?
You don't outweigh your dream.
How flaky was your dream? Go back to what was that? Season 1, how Denji said, if me having sex means that I win, then it's stronger or bigger than any dream that you had. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking to myself, Yoru had this dream in place for centuries. And yet for some reason, she gets traumatized by a dove. And then was like, nah, I'd lose.
You know, it's funny. It kind of, when you really think about it, in certain ways, it kind of reminds me of the Ymir situation with Mikasa. Like, it's like, oh, so that's what it is. Okay, but like, that's not what it seemed like. We didn't see that until the end. It's like, okay, I can make sense of it now, but like you said earlier, it's not rewarding. That didn't feel rewarding in AOT. And this here doesn't.
That was honestly one of my least favorite parts about the entire ending. And I know that they had like 3 different versions of it, and by the end, I was more in that boat than out of it, but
I don't know. It's even just the part with Yoru talking about the doves. Like, I don't want to be like this, but I also kind of feel like it's Fujimoto trying to. It's almost like he tried a little hard to be poetic there. When usually he does it in a very seamless, clever way. It felt like he had to add that bit in there to make it land more, because from her decision last chapter to dodge the dove, and then going into this talking about the nature of anything really, from animals to humans to devils, it just felt like he was trying hard to justify what he did last chapter with Yoru's decision. It's like it felt like added layers that didn't really need to be added.
And also, meanwhile, the apocalypse is still happening.
Yeah.
But death got removed. So what is happening? I kind of feel like there has to be a part 3 now, right?
Yeah.
Because there's all these hell doors. Unless humanity gets wiped out. I even struggle to say that.
Yeah, sure. She chose the wrong vessel. Absolutely. That's what it was. Had it been anybody else, like Denji, right?
Denji was like
down on his
luck,
horrible life. Asa, she had, battling with her morality. So, and we know Asa's a good girl. She's been through trauma, and then we saw exactly the full context in the last volume. So,
it's just weird. I don't know. I haven't felt this way in a while with Fujimoto, to where I was like, he's gone off the deep end.
You know what?
Like, I can't even follow.
He's only looking at one thing. He's not looking at everything.
Focused on. Yeah, he's got horse blinders on.
It's like these aren't the only three characters in the series. And I'm gonna be honest, and we already kind of mentioned it. I mean, in part 2, if we being for real, these 3 characters are the characters that like no one else really had as big of an impact. Even a part 1 character, and even it was just simply as fighting with Quan Chi, even a part 1 character like her came in and was better than most of the cast just off of pure aura alone. Granted, Barum and Fumiko are great additions as antagonists. I give them a pass, but like everybody else, it just, I wasn't ever mad at it, but I also wanted more.
Well, I mean, this literally makes me almost confirmed at this point in my mind. We're not getting Kishibe. We're not getting the Blood Devil.
I forgot.
I would be shocked if we got either of them, or God forbid, both of them in these last 3 chapters.
It's just like with Tozuka, like we know you're a great writer, and it's like something happened, whether it's you jump, something happened where it just didn't end well, but we're like, we know you're better than this. That's what it feels like right now. And I did not feel this last stream. I did not even at all. We kept saying like, we really enjoying it. Let's see what people are talking about. And then this was the stream where it literally started. So I don't know what changed between 224 and 225. You know?
It felt like literally a switch went off like Yoshida. Guys, and please, I know that you're so excited for the last, well, excited's a word. You are anticipating the last chapter. If you care about our genuine reactions, please do not give us any hint. I will try to stay off of social media tomorrow. I already called off work. I'm not going in. So I will do my best to avoid any and all social media tomorrow. So I want to be genuinely surprised at the end of it, whether we get a part 3 confirmed or not.
I can't wait for this last chapter to really see, like, okay, is it, or is it like, do we see more, you know, the doors in the sky, something, you know? Then if I still see doors in the sky on 231, I'm okay. Maybe if there is no doors and it's just a regular sky, I don't know actually. No.
Zachary, that's not why I called off, but sure, let's go with that. Rafts, to answer your question, most likely. The reason why, just to let you guys in on a little insider secret, the reason why we stream so late for like Eastern Standard Time is so that Sherm can join as often as possible, because typically he would not get home until about like 7:15, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and even that was cutting it close a couple times. So overall, since he's been so helpful to us, that's the least we can do. Vontae doesn't really affect him as much as it affects me on the East Coast, but I guess Michigan's now in Japan, so who the hell knows?
Yeah, we're trying to grind. I mean, we're like trying to compare. What's an arc where like the MC just kept losing? That's where we're at right now in terms of our channel. Like, you know, we used to be on the grind. There was one time we were just crazy. I think that was like 2024. That was 2023.
We're doing like 3 anime series a season.
Wild.
We did like 3 manga series in a year. Yeah. Invincible will be coming out. We've watched 1 episode of the new season.
We'll be back to it. When the 4th one comes out, that's around the time we'll catch up with you guys, and then we'll get into finishing up Fire Force and Frieren, because those seasons will be over with, and then we'll get into like One Piece live action and other stuff. So we'll be back on the grind.
And we appreciate you guys, sincerely. This is the reason why, despite me feeling under the weather, that I wanted to have the stream tonight. Even if we only have 3 viewers at the moment, like, anyone that watches our content, I am appreciative of.
So, next one.
All right, guys, so it's my turn. Chapter 230. And then we got 1 more after this. So 3 more chapter reactions. And then we'll just wrap it up for the night. After we talk about it, of course. Okay, she's laughing. Sex and selection. Why do you think I'd avoid a dove? What about the sex? Answer me. One of my friends was this nasty devil who tried to kill me any chance she got, but she had a soft spot for animals. I hoped you'd be like her. Why? Why? Why did you hope I'd be like her? 'Cause I was lonely and wanted a friend, maybe. You're fine with being just friends? I want a friend, oh my god, Denji, I can have sex with. You really are a sex-obsessed ape. I hate Chainsaw Man, but I like you, Denji. Let's call a temporary truce. Gives him some of the blood. I'll let you have sex with me. Asa gives her consent too. Alright, straddling him. Hell yeah! Oh my god, and here comes all the devils. Don't have time. And of course, he changed out of his Chainsaw Man form. Who are the Crescent Moon devil? I don't know what the hell this black hole orifice devil is. And then the kelp devil? I don't know. Oh my god, it's just everywhere. It's the end of days. India Fumiko reporting in. This is bad, really bad. A buttload of bats are devouring people. Oh my god, I didn't even pay attention. They are chomping out these men. Canada Fumiko reporting in. Massive insect swarms are eating folks over here too. Why is this happening? The higher a species' fertility, the more of its offspring get culled at birth. However, because lives now have no end, natural selection is no longer in play. All offspring now live forever. From now on, to fuel their reproduction, will be eaten alive in little pieces and continue to live in pain and despair as the flesh and blood of bugs and beasts. Hello? Are you listening? Last year, when we Fumikos all gathered in the villa, we talked a great deal while gazing at the fireplace. I was surprised that we all had different worst fears, even though we're all Fumiko. Other Fumikos answered with fears like sickness, people, and war. At the time, I couldn't decide on mine. But now, the cockroach. So many of them! Denji, we're too low on blood. We need to flee. Denji! Like hell are we gonna run away, right, Pochita? We're finally gonna get to have sex. If you're gonna get in our way, then... How'd it go again? Did he forget how to be Chainsaw Man? I'm confuzzled. This does give me a little bit more hope that there will be a part 3. But I just don't like this pendulum motion back and forth from Fujimoto. It's a little disorienting. Neutra? That's an elite reference, Rafs. That's always a good thing, Zachary. This is why the Locust Devil's so strong, because it is continuously eating people to fuel the reproduction of the Locust. That makes sense, Sherm. I really like that. Ooh. Wow. Hadn't even thought of that. Okay, I'm also gonna feature that. Thank you for the reminder. One, I'm not in the right headspace right now, but two, I definitely would have forgot about that one line. All right, there was multiple confirmations of that, so thank you. Okay, let me just go back through this chapter again. When he's talking about this woman, right, that liked animals, was he referring to power? Was he referring to Reize? I think he was referring to Makima, wasn't he? Because she had all the dogs? I mean, he is trying to now overcome his fear, power, and Meowie? Or do you think it's Makima and the dogs? Sorry, I also can't think straight with that OST going on. And it looks like mainly bugs are the dominant species. Like I see a bee, I see like a grasshopper, I see like a crab thing. That looks like Mugen Rider? Obviously that's a spider devil. So the species with the most amount of reproductive capabilities are the ones that are now considered the primal fears. Okay, that could obviously be it, Sherm. I'm not shooting that down. The first thought that I had was Makima. All right, what to send Vante? Sorry, had to sneeze. All right, I will send him the Kana gift from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid of her eating the locust. He's gonna be like, what the heck? Yeah, just one more after this. Wow. And then one more tomorrow. A Bug's Life. Ah, Sherm. Half a second too late. Oh, I should have did that one. Yeah. Missed opportunity. Again, I apologize. I'm not quite thinking straight. Okay, so you guys seem to think it was power.
Okay. Eating a bug. I don't know. Locust back. He ate locust. Cicada man. I have no clue. Besides, I don't know. Maybe Denji eats her here. I don't know. In like one bite. I don't know. Sex and selection. Interesting. Why did you think I'd avoid a dove? What about the sex? Answer me. One of my friends was this nasty devil who tried to kill me any chance she got. Oh, but she had a soft spot for animals. I hoped you'd be like her. Damn, that's funny because I always said that she like her. They're similar, very similar. Why? Why did you hope I'd be like her? Because I was lonely and wanted a friend, mate. You're fine with being just friends? I want a friend I can have sex with. You really are a sex-obsessed ape. I hate Chainsaw Man, but I like you, Denji. Let's call a temporary truce. Okay? Scooping up some blood, feeds him the blood. I'll let you have sex with him. Asa gives her consent to. Did we see that? I didn't see her say that. I know. They both like it. But still, who said she was ready for that? You know, she's kissed, but who said she was ready for that? I don't know. You're lying. I swear to God, if she like bites his tongue off like Reze did or something, I swear to God, he's melting. There you go with that melting shit. Hell yeah, literally hell yeah. What? Okay, all these bugs. Okay, so bugs are coming out. Okay, now the gift makes sense, more sense. What the hell? What the hell is that? No, seriously, what the hell is that? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The one in the middle. What the hell is that? What is it? Bats? Yep, like bat. Oh my God. India, India, Fumiko reporting in. This is bad, really bad. A buttload of bats are devouring people. Canada, Fumiko reporting in. Massive insect swarms are eating folks over here too. Why is this happening? The higher a species fertility, the more of its offspring get cold at birth. However, because lives now have no end, natural selection is no longer in play. All offspring now live forever. From now on, to fuel their reproduction, will be eaten alive in little pieces and continue to live in pain and despair as the flesh and blood of bugs and beasts. Hello? Are you listening? Arm going. Last year, when we Fumikos, this is so crazy. When we Fumikos all gathered in the Via, we talked a great deal while gazing at the fireplace. I was surprised that we all had different worst fears, even though we're all Fumiko. Other Fumikos answered, okay. Is Fumiko gonna be the key to the end of the story since everybody has all these different fears and so I don't know. I can't think too far ahead with that, but like y'all get what I'm saying. Like fears, Fumiko, all these different people, different fears. Eat the fear? I don't know. But other Fumikos answered with surprise. They all had different worst fears, even though we were all Fumiko. Other Fumikos answered with fears like sickness, people, and war. At the time, I couldn't decide on mine. But now, so many of them. Denji, we're too low on blood. We need to flee. Denji, like hell are we going to run away? Right, Pochita? We're finally going to get to have sex. If you're going to get in our way, then how's it go again?
I was a bit confused with that as well. That is a super early callback to early season 1. If you're going to get in our way, then die. But he's eaten the Death Devil. And you know what's absolutely horrifying about this whole chapter is that the people, they don't die just because they've been eaten. So you just exist in these little pieces.
Yep. This is going to end up in the trash just like in the beginning. Like,
oh my God, I didn't even think about
bugs
that.
crawling all over his body. Like, yeah. Is that what's going to happen here?
If he ends up in a dumpster at the end of part 2, I'm going to lose my shit.
There got to be a part 3.
I said the same thing. I said the same thing.
This does not make no sense. Like, just how it's going. The flow of it is off. This is one of the most off flows I've ever seen towards the end of the series. Like, completely. Nothing even feels like a conclusion at all. The last streams felt more like conclusions. A dumpster fire. I mean, for many different reasons, you know? It might be burning for a lot of other reasons. This is nasty.
I mean, if, God forbid, I ever have to make this choice to whether I exist in tiny little pieces in bugs or in the excrement of bugs, or if we get a burning alive of the pieces. I would rather be turned to ash, sentient ash, than have my pieces be in the stomachs or excreted through all these bugs. Hell no. Go back to that bat page. They're eating those people alive. And it's also the reason why the locust devil was so strong. Because locusts just consume crops, people, whatever.
Look at Fumiko.
India, Fumiko, checking in.
Fears, huh?
Canada, Fumiko, checking in. There has to be a part 3. That's the only thing I can say.
I don't know what else to say.
That's the only thing I can say at this point. If there's not a part 3, we riot. Because there's no way the series ends like this. We have one more chapter tonight and then one more chapter tomorrow. You're telling me in roughly, and that's being generous considering his history recently, in 60 pages, he's going to end this story with where it is right now. It's either going to be random bullshit or an announcement of part 3. That's the only 2 options. Aki, I do not blame you.
Oh yeah, we don't blame you at all, man. We all here together. We're gonna.
This has renewed my hope in a part 3, though. I will say, there's no way this is ending
no way.
in
And if
60
it is,
pages.
I'm just like, oh well, okay, nope, another one. At this point, I'm just counting them like my fingers. Oh, another one. Whatever. Yeah, like the satisfaction between part 1 compared to this is so. It's like Fujimoto is uberly aware that Denji right here is like okay, this is absolute Denji, peak Denji. At the same time, though, he knows the viewers are like, okay, really Denji, but it's Denji, so he's going to figure out a way to stop this. But that's not even the point. Like, obviously, there will be a conclusion to this conflict. The conflict is not the problem. None of the fighting is it's the story, and it's the same thing that happened with all these other manga. The same thing. The conflict was, some of them conflict was
pretty good.
I'll say undead. It was like we missed pieces of the conflict, but for what it was, I mean, more or less we know how it was going to go down or the end result. But it's the story, the flow, the execution is just.
So T-minus 2 chapters, no Kishibe, no Blood Devil. Denji still hasn't rounded the bases.
Death and Fambi's conclusion once again, because the fact that in my mind now, if we don't even get like returned back to them or anything, they're gonna feel like an afterthought. I'm gonna forget about that portion of the manga in the future. I'm gonna forget about it. I'm like, wait, what happened to him? Oh yeah, Denji. Yeah, he got him. Okay, yeah, that's what happened.
Do you see Sherm's comment? I thought that was interesting because he's been a horn dog and he might have turned into arguably his biggest op that he's ever faced.
Yep. Yeah, the real Fami was just kind of like master rules, you know? It's just.
And please do not take our slander of the end of Undead Unluck to mean anything about the other 90% of that story, because the other 90% is glorious.
It's just like this story.
Just like
90% fire, and then it's like
the middle 90%,
is like
the 5% on either of the to begin with and end the series. It just ain't it.
Hey, that makes me really think it is a jump thing. Because how did two series have the same kind of situation happen around the same time? It's the beginning of 101, part 2 was like, okay, getting the feel of it, and then it started getting real fire again, and then it fizzled out. I don't know.
It's more like stating for the record, Rafts, but I get you.
Yeah.
We just need to state for the court that we love
It's like,
90% of Yu. We love 90% of Chainsaw Man.
Hey, studios, man. Hope you guys are avid readers, like just on a personal fan level, and just talk with the mangaka, like, yo, like, you sure? Like, do you want us to like add something here or something? Because I mean,
we
when
work
I read
with
that
Oda.
a few years ago,
like Oda gives us a panel and we make a whole episode out of it.
Like, seriously, like, don't be afraid to ask. Like, what was the thought process here? Did you like, what's going on, man? Are you under a NDA? You can't say anything. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like that for Bleach. Yeah, Bleach was the predecessor of that. Once again, we don't know. We will obviously be finishing Core 4, so the end of Bleach this year. We will be looking at whether, like, we will be reading the manga and just seeing what happened there, because we've heard for years of how Bleach ending was. It's like, oh, bad, and then 10, 15 years later, it seems like it's the same things happening again to multiple series that were also very successful. But we still got 231 and then 232 tomorrow, so let's see. I don't know.
My hopium levels have been restored, but it also, the pessimist in me can't get over the whole setting me up just to knock me down even further.
It's Fujimoto. You don't know what you're gonna get.
I don't know what the next chapter is gonna entail. Because when was the announcement made? Because I could have swore it was after this chapter was released, this next one. Did you guys get more than one chapter heads up, or did you get just one?
It seemed like one or two, barely. I think it was last month,
chapter,
I believe.
Oh my god! After the last chapter, imagine there's just one more chapter.
Oh shit! Damn.
Hell no.
That's wild.
There has to be a part 3. I could not comprehend.
I almost feel offended as a fan. I feel offended that you guys saw that with your eyes.
I'm kind of worried. Like, is Fujimoto okay?
Right.
Like, I say that, like, not as a joke. I mean that realistically.
Seriously.
Like, is he going through a health issue?
Or did he just give you guys a heads up and say, you know what, can I stop the story for now and I'll pick it back up years later or something? I hope.
And we still have gotten nothing on the origin of devils, how this world got set up, who's above the horsemen. We know that there has to be a creator in some regard.
It's like we're only in Denji's world. It's like, is that the catch in the series? Like, this is Denji's world, it's nobody else's world.
I mean, it is named Chainsaw Man, but come on.
Like, what? Like, it's crazy though. It's like, what else? I don't know.
We'll let you know something about that they changed at the end of the chapter. At the end of 231, do you mean, Rafs?
That they changed?
Is that, are you talking about like the official release, like they changed something?
Was it like, you talking about like a to be continued or something? And like it said something different? Like an author note, narration, something like that? Me neither.
I mean, once we read the next chapter, you can just tell us. Oh, an editorial update. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, shall I get into this chapter? The penultimate chapter.
The music for you.
Part
Jesus.
2/series. One chapter. You think so? Okay. Yeah. I feel you, Sherm. It's like I truthfully, I still like Denji's character is cemented for me. There ain't nothing about him like that Fujimoto can really do that would like make me that would ruin his character for me or nothing like that. Even with this last chapter, his very end character, that is him. That his whole goal is that. So, but yeah, the balancing. I really wish that, especially the cast in part two specifically, I really wish a few, just even two more characters had a little bit more, of an impact. Nobody really had a great impact in part two as much as part one. But chapter 231, man, goodbye, Pochita. Okay. Oh, whoa. So I mean, like, did I skip a chapter? No, it's like, hold on. Okay. So the dove still flying, or that bird still flying. The nightjack, nightjar. Okay, there's a tree. He's under the tree. I think he's Eren Yeager. There's Pochita on his chest. Pochita, how? Denji, it looks like we got eaten by a devil. Let me go back to the last page real quick. Because, I mean, like, obviously, I see that he was about to get attacked. He deadass got eaten? What is that even? Oh, a crab? I don't know. Hold on. All right, let me go back. Let me go back to 231 now. Yeah, that's crazy. Just being at the top of jump, I don't gotta be down there scrolling. But anyway, for real, this is bad. What's going to happen to us? Our dream life together is over. But maybe that's a good thing, huh? No way. That ain't good. I was so close to getting to have sex and kisses. I could have had unlimited kisses. It's good that you didn't get to do that, Denji. Are you serious? When you found a precious family, when you got to go to the school you wanted to attend, and when you connected with Asa, some part of you was still unhappy, right? Staying and self-reflecting. Unfortunately, you must have noticed too. You were far happier starving and suffering, fighting devils, and eating spoiled bread in that rundown shack. I wonder if this is circling back to the whole city mouse and country mouse, because Denji, he's always thinking about the city mouse. I want to eat. That's what we keep saying. He wants to have sex. He wants these goals. He wants to achieve all these things. I want to eat. He's greedy. I want to eat. Pochita is like, well, based off of his perspective of Denji and his assessment of Denji, he thinks that you fit more of a country mouse because of, that's just kind of you. It's fucked up though because it's trauma, but that is definitely a part of him, his identity. So it's a weird thing to say, but if you understand Denji's story, it makes sense why Pochita would say it. Turns out you had the crappiest but best kind of brain, one that can only find heaven when you're in hell. Yeah. And then he hugs him. Okay. I really like the art here though. The imagery, the sky, the flowers. I do like that. What is he doing? Is he going to give him his heart? Because he stabs his heart or chest to get the heart out. Denji, I'm going to eat myself now. That's what Twitchy. Remember Twitchy? He mentioned that literally last stream. Like, can Pochita eat his heart? I'm like, probably, maybe. What the hell, Pochita? I don't know what will happen afterward either. A world in which Chainsaw Man doesn't exist, a world in which I never existed will be created. You can't do that. I don't want to lose you. In a world without me, maybe you could keep dreaming. Since meeting you, I've seen all the dreams I want to see. Ooh, that's a bar, because he really did, man. It's like, sure, Chainsaw is what gave Denji power to help him survive, to aid him in his journey. But at the same time, though, who benefited out of the relationship the most was Pochita. Going back to the date with Kobeni, hamburgers and the Just Dance shit, the arcade, and just any other moment with, the dreams, what he got to see. It's kind of like how the future devil on Aki, but when it comes to Pochita, he's been there the whole way, seeing everything. So, that's crazy. Keep on dreaming, Denji. Peace. Wow. Hey, that ass is eating himself. It's crazy to see. Pochita. Yep, and he going away. We're in the woods. Yo, we back in the Asian Devil's world? Or is this Chainsaw's world? Maybe? Because I'm just looking at the tree chop. Like, I don't know. Like, these. I don't know. Huh. Go to chapter 1, page 9. Okay. Chapter 1, page. Damn, chapter 1. Whoa, okay. Okay. Page 9. I will be able to eat for the next 3 days. Oh, so it was that spot. Oh, okay. Interesting. Whoa, okay. So I'm looking at the trees. It's the exact same? Is it the exact same? Like, just positioning? I'm thinking like the trees grow. Is it like in the future we're on some AOT shit? Or did we just reset? Did he reset? Maybe he reset like the timeline or some shit. Because that's exactly the same. Everything looks the same. I mean, it's a different angle, right? But I'm just looking at the tree, like that tree, that the stump, the positioning. It's all the same. You can see that it's like the plane is like not no trees on the left side, which you see in the recent chapter. That's crazy. Yeah, reset. Benji never left his shed. You might have to reinvent the chainsaw. So kind of like what America did with the nuke. That was still so crazy. It's so on brand. But yeah, it's some. Okay. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of is a clear reset. But to me, it almost seems like. No, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know because we're in the world in their head too, so we don't even know outside of that last panel, like physically what was happening after he got devoured by that devil. There's still something there that we haven't seen. More. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get Twitchy in here now. I'm gonna send a GIF. That's some kind of like mind boggle type GIF. Let's see. That's another thing exactly too, because because it is like the dream world esque, same thing that they usually be in, kind of. So it could. Let's see. I'm trying to find a good GIF since this is the penultimate chapter. I sound like a cat looking confused. Yeah, I just can't wait for him to read it so we can talk about it some more. Because that's all I got. Like, yeah, everything that you guys saying, it's all possibilities. I think it is a complete one, though. A complete, But how, I don't know how that would work. I don't know. Huh. glad also I didn't get spoiled on this at all. I didn't see a single panel. I made sure everything was muted on Twitter. I made sure everything. I didn't see anything, so I do appreciate that a lot. But
Anxiety cat?
I don't. I'm.
Oh my god, I under the tree. Oh my god, this is how AOT would like a word, sir. The copyright devil. No, not goodbye, Pochita. Go, boy, you better be messing with me, Fujimoto. Pochita, how? Denji, looks like we got eaten by a devil. For real? This is bad. What's gonna happen to us? Our dream life together is over. But maybe that's a good thing. Huh? No way. That ain't good. I was so close to getting to have sex and kisses. I could have had unlimited kisses. It's good that you didn't get to do that, Denji. Are you serious? When you found a precious family, when you got to go to the school you wanted to attend, and when you connected with Asa, some part of you was still unhappy, right? Unfortunately, you must have noticed too. You were far happier starving and suffering, fighting devils, and eating spoiled bread in that rundown shack. Turns out, you had the crappiest but best kind of brain, one that can only find heaven when you're in hell. This has taken a turn, guys. And then Pochita, in his full form, gives Denji a hug. Oh my god, is he killing himself? Denji, I'm going to eat myself now. I'm pretty sure I called that. What the hell, Pochita? I don't know what'll happen after either. A world in which Chainsaw Man doesn't exist. A world in which I never existed will be created. You can't do that. I don't want to lose you. In a world without me, maybe you could keep dreaming. Since meeting you, I've seen all the dreams I want to see. Keep on dreaming, Denji. Pochita! I think I saw that on Twitter. And I was like, that does not seem like it is in line with the series. It seems like fan art. Nope. Oh my god, the sky goes dark. We're back at the shack. Please tell me this was all not a dream.
They told me in chat, go to chapter 1, page 9.
Chapter 1, page 9. Any other pages or just that one? I guess I'll find out.
Just that one. Same thing as the last page of this one. The shed, the trees. Just a different angle, but the same exact everything.
We got eaten by a devil. Alright, I got a lot to catch up on chat, so just give me a sec, guys. Well, okay, so here's the thing, right? there is precedence of Pochita coming back alive. No, I'm not talking about Pinocchio. That's the second Dandadan reference I've made tonight. I'm talking about nuclear bombs. In that, the nuclear bombs were reinvented by America. So, if Pochita is not the progenitor that we guessed he could have been, then maybe he will be remade, and then that's when Denji will remember everything going on. There has to be a part 3, though. No way.
Yeah.
No way it
I said
ends
the same
here.
thing. That
This seals
Denji
the
was
deal
just
for me.
recreated, just like America recreated the nuke. Yep. It's weird though, because at the same time it feels like I can easily see Fujimoto, if it is indeed an extended chapter, I could really see him just putting it all in one chapter, meaning like to reset the world, like what, I don't know what happens after this, but whatever the world looks like once we start the next chapter, I think it's gonna be like a time skips throughout the chapter. Because this feels very end-like. I mean, what else could you do with? I mean, Pochita, he's deuces, or what? Denji's going to be a still be like a devil hunter with just a chainsaw or something, kind of like when he first was using that early on.
I do want to go back to
or is it a time loop?
Keep on dreaming, Denji. Is that not the same tree that Denji is standing next to for page 13 that he was next to when the Yakuza members were saying, we're going to chop you up?
Oh, yeah. I think so.
Is that not where his dad is buried?
I think so. Yeah, because on page 1, you can see on chapter 231, you see the tombstone, and then in the first chapter, you can see it on page 9. You can also see it from a different angle. You see the tombstone.
Oh yeah, I do see the tombstone. He kind of snuck that in there.
I'm not gonna lie, Fujimoto absolutely got inspired by Isayama though. Like, I don't, for the good or for the worse, like he got inspired.
That's why I sighed.
That's why I think the next chapter is going to be kind of the same way that the final chapter of AOT was too. Like, this already feels like the Armin Eren conversation, and then you have potentially a time jump of, I mean, we're going to probably circle back to whatever Fumiko could be planning, plotting. I gotta go back to 230 real quick just to like absorb that too again, the final pages
Chapter
of that.
230?
Yeah, to going into 231, because
I mean, they were just about to fight all those bug devils.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, what
he got
happens?
eaten,
like,
so they lost?
Yoru also, what's up with that? What's up with them?
Did that even happen? If Sherm is talking about some time loop, if Pochita eats himself, does that invert reality? Does it reset the timeline? Is it like the Hadron Collider?
Maybe, yeah, because I mean, if he can eat things,
Power's coming back. Aki's coming back. Let's go.
Honestly,
that is the ultimate copium, guys. I hope you enjoyed that little outburst.
But no, seriously, that actually might.
In a world without devils, or a way to erase devils. Oh, does Makima have? Okay, let's think about this, right? If Pochita doesn't exist for all of part 1,
it's like a time
does
paradox.
Makima still make the same decisions that she made? Because she wants Pochita to erase the things from humanity to get complete subservience. And if Pochita is removed from the timeline, if it gets reset back to that point when him and Denji first met, does Makima have a different goal?
bootstrap. Oh man, I mean, yeah, but with Fujimoto, what does he do a part 3 then, or it's like because
I
I
kind of feel
really
like there
don't
has
know
to
if he
be,
will or not though at this point.
or a
Like
part
I think
1.5.
narratively it makes sense for him to do it, but at the same time, it's weird.
I said that out loud as like an ain't shit type of comment, but imagine like there's no part 3, there's a part 1.5. It's a retelling of 1 and 2 together. I could see Fujimoto doing that.
You know what? It could be like a reset though, because when you think about it, it's like a whole bunch of bugs and insects that are just taking over. So like, let's say, on Earth millions of years ago, not necessarily just insects, but that was one of the creatures, many of the creatures that was there. Like, are we going back into like, is like the world itself resetting to back what Earth was, maybe a couple billion years ago, or?
I mean, it could be more primitive. We still haven't gone back to what happened with Angel Devil's clan, or the adopted clan. We still don't know about the origin of the devils. Yeah, there's Kishibe. He almost seems like small potatoes, even though we keep bringing him up.
But like that makes no sense to have a character like that. His last words, "I'm busy," and he left. He leaves. He left. He leaves. That's it. Doing what? Busy doing what? He said, "I got to get busy" or something. What? What would like Fujimoto? There is a part 3. There is.
Or a part 2.5, 1.5, a Galleon,
Gotta be
3.0 plus 1.0.
No, I don't think that's copium. Like copium would be more.
It's just
so
logical, and I know he's an illogical type of mangaka, but come on.
Yeah, like copium would be what happened with Undead. Like
Good
that
evening,
was,
Rafts. We hope to see you tomorrow.
Oh yeah, yeah, man.
Sorry, I'm still trying to catch up. There's a lot of messages
Also,
in the chat.
When you guys join stream tomorrow, since some people probably will have already read the chapter, just make sure that you don't hit at anything. Just try to be as
I don't want
normal
any
as possible.
Expectations.
Yeah, just
None.
talk about the last chapter. Refer to the 231, and some theories. Or we might just hop straight into it, just to not get spoiled. Honestly,
we might not. Yeah, I don't know if you want to turn on the comments to begin with, or if you just want to ignore them until we get into it. That might be a good idea. Just ignore it until you get back into it.
Yeah, honestly.
So no recap, just straight balls to the walls.
Mods though, you know what I'm saying? If anybody's a mod tomorrow, you can talk. And then someone betrays.
Wait,
us.
so if Pochita kills himself and that resets the timeline, what happens to all the devils that Pochita ever ate?
I guess also because it's still like in his black hole of a stomach or whatever. I don't know.
My head hurts.
Because we never even. That's another part too, dude. Like we know he can. He can throw him up if someone makes him, or he does it himself. But like, I guess, like that. Just the fact that he can do that, I still think there was a purpose for that. So someone created for that purpose.
Has to be, right? Some sort of.
Yeah.
Do you think it was like the collective consciousness of the devils that created Pochita?
Could be.
Like, I feel like there's some kind of connection between humans and devils. It can't just be the devils feed off of the fear of humans and that causes them to be stronger. Because that's too simplistic. I feel like there's got to be a different connection in terms of either it's the chicken or the egg situation. Like, which came first, humanity or the devil legion?
Oh, it absolutely would not be a boring chapter.
Well, I mean, Portia, as of now, the one that I want more from is the Fire Devil. Because she said Denji was going to make a choice, and we don't know what that choice is. The choice to sleep with Yorasu? I
agree with
guess. But we do need her to show up in the last chapter if part 2 is the end of the series, which I think is highly unlikely at this point.
Love a least favorite devil. I mean, like outside of hybrids, outside of like fiend, just devils. I mean, that damn locust. Just cause you came here at the wrong time. So I couldn't appreciate you. I couldn't. If you appeared earlier, maybe not now. No, all seriousness, I don't really have one that I like really dislike. I think they all do exactly what they need to do.
Sherm has an interesting suggestion. I will read it out. Could y'all film y'all's reactions and then premiere it for us at 7:15 and then start the stream to avoid spoilers? That would also give time to digest the chapter and then think about the ramifications as a whole for the series. That is an interesting thought. That's like the Denji option, I would call it.
Yes, it literally is. Yes.
I hadn't even thought about that. I didn't know that was possible.
Yo, I really, something that I really did like a lot was that Pochita pretty much said, like, Denji, you really are a city, like you want to be in the city, but your life is.
And he realized that he was
more you as a countryman. Yeah, that's one thing that's probably my favorite part of it, of how he said it. I was like, you know what? That's true. And we know it's true because every single time Denji wants more, he don't ever get it. And
is this the same outfit he was wearing in chapter 1 when he was going to cut down trees / hunt the tomato devil? That like trench coat or raincoat?
I think so. This is weird because, like, my brain, every time I'm just, rereading, looking at everything, it just feels like it's the end. Like, the conversations, the angles, the panels itself, the hug. Like, but then again, part 1 was the same way. It felt like a definitive end, and it's not. And we knew it wasn't, but it was like, it just felt that way. So.
It was a good bookend to a certain section of the story. I mean, what a ride of emotions that he's put us through. Like 1 chapter advance notice that part 2 is ending.
And you know what, too? It's just the way that characters concluded as well wasn't impactful, so it makes it feel like, it also can make it feel like it is the end. But it also could be like, well...
Could it not just be a hard reset?
Yeah, hard
reset. Yoshida gets a new conclusion. Famine Devil gets a new conclusion. Lil D gets a new conclusion.
I have another problem with this, though.
It sounds a bit contrived in that you're just saying all these things didn't happen. But I also wonder if Denji will retain the memories from that timeline if indeed the timeline has reset. Trope. I'm not saying it's a great trope. And I think Fujimoto could do some interesting things with it. But my point is, we could have a lot of different conclusions for characters, and he could even skim over some of the arcs that we really went into. He could give us a Kishibe arc with Quan Chi. He could give us a Himeno and Aki arc.
So you think it could be like an epilogue story then? Because that sounds more like an epilogue than a part.
Yeah.
I think that'd be kind of cool. Like in a Frieren S2 way. I think that could work.
Double BB, that is interesting. Gav, good night. Thank you for joining us, or good morning in the UK.
Be here tomorrow, man. Bear mark.
I don't know if you heard this from me last stream, Double BB, or if it's like, I don't know if you're on the VOD gang, whatever, but I had a theory that Kishibe slept with Fumiko, and he turned into one of the Fumikos.
The whole winner side thing was kind of crazy. I was out. I'm like, the likelier winner. I was like, he kind of said that before in season 1 to Power and Denji. And Kishibe, he kind of like a Denji. He kind of like a city mouse sometimes. I think I didn't raise it, man. I don't. Well, tomorrow we will see. That's crazy. We're going to see. Everything will. Imagine we still don't even get the answer. It's like, is he going to continue still or not? Even tomorrow, that would be crazy. I don't know how he would do that. But, man.
Hello, Aldo.
Yo. Man.
I guess I should probably go back to chapter 97 then. Hold on. Chapter 97. The first thing I turned to is a colorized spread of Denji eating Makima buffet.
I'm sure in Japan they got like a Chainsaw Man restaurant and they actually have
Shut
a menu
up.
called Makima.
I know they
the
do.
Makima special.
The Makima special.
Or
It's
anybody,
just like a spread.
honestly. The Barum, the most bitter shit you can ever eat in your fucking life because it has to be bitter. It has to. Fuck them. Fuck them, that's what. The Barum. Hell no.
Oh, wait a second. Go back to chapter 97.
Let me see.
How did we not recognize that?
What, at the time or like now?
I guess at the time, but also now.
What page?
I would say it starts at page 10.
True. Cough. Okay. I'm about to get busy. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
He just disappears.
Yeah,
Like
that's
mid-conversation?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was like saying what I was saying, just like he just said that he was gone. Like literally, that's what I meant. Like he literally was gone. Like sure, it is like a little time skip, like to his like now. Okay, now it's just me and you. Okay, hello, little girl. That's.
And also, Denji,
still, like, what happened to him?
When he fell asleep with the dogs left over from Makima, it transformed into his adolescence with Pochita for a flashback. They are in the same shack. And it has a black sky outside for page 17.
Not gonna lie, even the last page in the part 1 public safety arc, like it does. Whenever you have something in parts, it's never just 2 parts. I mean, it is when it comes to sequels, but like for a series, you would think at least 3, a trilogy. It just, I don't know, man. And then what would this part be? The end of, let's say part 2, and what would the end of part 2?
The Pochita arc. I don't know.
Yeah, or the I guess 4 Horsemen arc, maybe. I guess like the Yonko saga. You know what? That's kind of funny. I'm not even saying anything, but if this is the end, I'll just say it's very similar for that saga compared to. Absolutely.
If only, Sherm. We would still be in Wano with that pacing.
Damn, man. Chapter 98 literally was titled Bird and War. Wow. With the damn chicken and wow. And then the end of the That's good too. But
Dead ass, do you think he just becomes a public safety officer with a weapon of a chainsaw?
maybe. Well, yeah. Huh. This is a question though. Like, wouldn't that mean that the Chainsaw Devil would be birthed again? Probably.
Yeah.
Obviously, it won't be Pochita, but it would be the next.
Well, because I was just looking at chapter 97, how they said that Chainsaw Man beat another devil. So we never really ever got a confirmation that a human could become a devil. If Denji on his lonesome with his chainsaw kills enough people, kills enough devils even, that devils are now scared of the Chainsaw Man, does that not rebirth Pochita?
Here's a thought. What if it is a time loop, but we go back to the origins in the next part? So like
We start
Denji,
off with like
Pochita,
year 0.
yeah. So like this is just the point of where I mean, because I just don't see the point of Pochita coming back again if he just said like, "Peace, I'm out, I'm gone," unless we see like a prequel of the origins. So that's how the loop works. So this is the end of it, and then we go back to the actual beginning.
My thing with time travel or my thing with loops is, what iteration are we looking at? We might think this is the first iteration. What if Pochita has gone down this rabbit hole an amount of times? That he finally decided to let himself go once he saw all that he needed to see. He told Denji, I've seen everything that I wanted to see. There's got to be a part 3. No other way around it. No other way around
it. That'd be one of the biggest disappointments, and not even in a like cold slander way, just in a genuine disappointment. I'm like, damn, all these things I wanted to explore just never was even thought of. That would be crazy. There's no like Kishibe alone, just the fact that he just
fucked off.
Nothing else ever again. But that's why I think your theory is real.
130 chapters.
Your theory has to be real. Like seriously,
like he's Fumiko.
Yeah, like because how do you just have a character just disappear in nothing? There has to be a reason why he's gone, because he's always been here the whole time, technically, or he was.
The fact that she was able to talk to the shadow government meeting.
Exactly.
And she gave up her liver to the aging devil. It's like there are a couple of things that are like, maybe like go back individually.
To what chapter was that? I think that was 180, 188, I think.
With the aging devil?
Yeah. Like
188.
Let's see, where is it? Is it 188 or 189?
You're pretty close.
Yeah, 189 maybe, or 90, either or. Okay, Yoshida, yeah, he came there. Yeah, 88. Large intestine. Hardy, aren't I? I'm still alive. I promised that in my dying moment I'd side with the likelier winner. Like that part, Hardy, aren't I? I'm still alive. And then proceeds to say that, well, I'll leave it to you. Okay, Yoshida senpai, I give you my heart. It just... And then, once again, too, we talked about Kishibe potentially being the one who did leave the forest, the woods, the man who did escape. And it would make sense if, full circle, he actually died here. He escaped death the first time, so he finally got that.
Let's assume he was the character that escaped the aging devil's domain, and that as a result of that, he was granted pseudo immortality. If you had to guess,
I
if
see.
a immortal man is,
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say promiscuous, but if he has been around for long enough, don't you think that the law of numbers would suggest that he would eventually sleep with Fumiko? Like,
Or just seek her out, or seek something like this out. Like if he found out that she had that, say, you know what? Oh, I know how your ability works. Because I think we would need that. Because I wouldn't like seeing Kishibe going
kind
into
of
it kind of
by
blindly, and then it
accident,
happens.
yeah.
I would like if he like knew, because he's an expert that would work with his character. And it's like, damn, what a way to go out. You're immortal, right? Or pseudo immortal. How can I die? That's basically how you can die. And it's funny because she even says, "I'm still alive." Like that. There is like,
Ooh, hold on, you might be cooking.
goes with him.
He was looking for a way out.
Yeah.
If he couldn't die, oh, that'd be perfect for the ending of part 2. Because if no one can die, that has been Kishibe's existence this whole time.
He got out of here just in time, huh? Like just
bastard.
right before the last big arc before. Damn. So I do expect to see that. I ain't gonna lie. So, okay, now I'll ask you this: what are 3 things that you think that you want, and that you think the story needs to have in this next chapter?
Fire Devil, that's my very first needs to happen. So a confirmation of the choice that Denji made. If Fire Devil is not in the next chapter, again, I say this not from a legal standpoint, but almost with a God-given certainty, there will be a part 3. Next thing that I do think should be given is something with the Blood Devil. Like, that needs to come back up. The third thing, I know we just talked about him, I think there needs to be a Kishibe confirmation, one way or the other. So that's 3 things that I do think the story needs. Now, will we get any of those? I don't know.
Think so, Sherm? You think Denji? My bad. That was like 5 minutes ago. My brain's just trying to. Since we're caught up, but so you think Denji wouldn't be in there?
I still think he works in this world. Even if Pochita isn't there, even if he's not powered up, I still think he could be a pretty good devil hunter.
I think he'd be like a cameo type of character. Matter of fact, he'll be like Kishibe, where he's like, he appears, he's here, and then he's gone. Or like Quan Chi, they're in and they're out. And that's just is what it is. It kind of reminds me of another character from another series. Another series. Not nothing you guys are thinking of, but some might know what I'm talking about. Recent.
Well, Sherm, are you talking about? Oh, so like whatever devil might have killed the female that was Power might not exist, or might have got taken out. Ooh, that's true. He wouldn't survive. But technically, didn't he escape the aging devil's domain? So, like, does he carry that pseudo immortality with him?
Well, yeah, if that is true. I mean,
wouldn't Yoshida be pseudo immortal? Wouldn't Asa be pseudo immortal? Right. I don't know. I have questions about that.
Unless it was a different, like, circumstances in which he escaped. But did he do a contract or something to escape? Or I don't know. I feel like the circumstances probably would have to have been different, because I mean, what they did was a team effort, while whatever he did was, I think he would have to have made a contract. I don't know how else he would have gotten out of it. Whoever it was, because that's another thing. We don't even know if it's even him or any. We don't know who it could be. And if the series ends tomorrow, like, actually, Fujimoto did a whole lot of nothing for just no reason. When you really think about it,
he is on his Oda tip. If you know,
there's no way. There's no way. We should be a new MC of part 3. Okay, that's a good question. Do you think it should be somebody that we know or another new character?
I do. I have one person in mind, but I'll let you go first.
Interesting. Okay. terms of character that's going to be there, Fumiko, absolutely, obvious. She's going to be in part 3. She's going to play a prominent role in part 3. In terms of MC, though, I mean, okay, who the hell is a lot? Well, we don't know about Asa and Yor. I don't know. We don't know about them, but I don't know. Kobani would be interesting.
Okay.
But I don't have an answer. What you thinking?
I'm gonna answer Quan Chi.
I don't think so.
I think part 3 might be a prequel.
Oh, okay. So kind of like what I was thinking. Yeah, I think
origins of devils. Just follow her for a
that.
bit until she gets up to Kishibe, till she gets up to Denji, and then once we haven't seen Denji for almost a full part,
yeah, that could be a special. Matter of fact, I think she would be the character that would get a special, like or get something like that.
I could see that.
It's like the Levi OVA, you know. It's like I can see that happen. But otherwise, I don't know.
Oh my god. Since you brought it up, Aki, I do want to share this Freudian slip of a thought. Guys, I say this entirely in jest. So if this does end up being true on the 0.0001% chance, I do want to apologize and do not cancel me in the future. When you were reading one of those last chapters and I was waiting, I saw your facial expressions and I was thinking to myself, what if Fujimoto, as twisted as an individual that he is, what if he did finally cop to the murder of his own dad? I know it's the most stupidest thing. Yeah. It's the stupidest thing I could think of. I'm thinking, like, what if he is truly, the self-insert character route?
I mean,
to where he finally agreed to go to prison for the murder that was eating at his conscience.
So, like, in real time, it caught up with him, and in the story, all right, I got to finish the story.
Yeah, it's like they're closing in on him. He's a murderer on the run that's in Shonen Jump.
I mean, to be fair, remember when he was telling Asa, he was like, yeah, I killed my dad, but I'm a good person. Like, that almost kind of felt like a self-insert.
Right?
Bro, I'm a good person.
Right?
Like, he didn't need to say that. We know, I mean, granted, I don't think we can all objectively say Denji's a good person, but for him to be our MC, he's our guy. So, naturally, We're with him. So, he wouldn't need to have said that. Like, we get, like, we know his trauma, his circumstances, so we don't even need him to say that. I get that he's talking to Asa, but, like, I think he could have worded it saying, like, I'm not a bad person.
You're not a bad person.
Yeah, like that. Because when you say, I'm a good person, it's almost like you're trying to tell yourself something. Almost like you're selling yourself an idea. It could be a lie or a half-truth or exaggeration. So
I know, guys, like, it is, I do apologize. Fujimoto, do not come at me with the lawyer crew. I'm not trying to put that on your name. I'm just saying, in general, I thought it was a funny comment that I should share. It's like, what the heck did I just think of? But I mean, if there's no part 3, then the speculation is probably going to light Twitter on fire tomorrow.
But man, it's like, out of all the great he did with part 2, like, even if, let's say, things were reset or people came back to life or whatever, a lot of conclusions are just still just, man.
Oh, they're still not great.
Like, Yoshida comes back, okay,
sure. And
cool. And that's what he was, one of my favorites in the part, but even that fell flat. He just kind of. It's funny because we talked about this in part 1 as well, about certain characters, about how most of the cast was just dead. The conclusions were good, but I felt like I would have loved to see more. Obviously more Aki, more power, but how Fujimoto ended it, it made sense, it worked, and we now had trauma going into part 2. But I don't know, man. The cast in part 2. If I'm being completely honest, this might be one of my least favorite casts in the past like 5 years in terms of series that I'm like actively reading or watching all the way through. Like consuming 80% and more and counting of a manga or anime that of a series that I really like. This probably is the weakest cast for part 2. Part 1, no, better than
Aki. That is a great point. I am going to feature that, even though it does have a word in it that could potentially get us in trouble. But I do want to feature this because this is kind of the industry that we live in now, right? This is why mangaka hide their faces. We get so invested in these stories, and it's a double-edged sword because you want your reader base to be engaged, but you don't want that to turn into fanaticism. Because once it does, that's when you start having threats on your own life.
Look at us in the West. Any famous person.
Did you not hear about Isayama and the death threats that he got for the way that AOT ended? Like, I was heartbroken when I first read that ending.
That was
crazy, and eventually, once it got expanded and had a little bit more added to it, I was okay with it. But at the time, I was heartbroken. That was my favorite series. I was invested in that from day one until the day that it ended. Felt like a personal issue that was insulting to me.
You know, it's funny. I still never felt that way for that. Here,
really,
if this ended here, I would feel that way because Isayama, I truly believe he did what he wanted to do. It's just it didn't hit all cylinders. Fujimoto, I can't tell.
Well,
until tomorrow.
Okay, let's talk about the potential now that there is no part 2. So we talked about if there is a part 3. We talked about what would we want from part 3. Let's now flip the coin. What if we assume or operate under a mindset that tomorrow is the last Chainsaw Man chapter we'll ever get?
Honestly, I think
I can honestly say
it's a jump thing. I don't know.
Part 2 might go down in a ranking and overall for the series, because I think about it, like, what was the point? You had these Famine Devil, the Lil D, you had all these characters introduced. Kishibe was a central figure to the government in part 1, and he doesn't show up once in part 2. I'd feel a type of way. I feel like Fujimoto was doing it just to kind of stick it to his readers.
Oh yeah, Sharm. Yeah, people were. I've been saying Uda have been boxing with a lot of us Western fans that you keep trying to tell them how to write their manga.
Social
like,
media.
Shut up. Yeah. Like, at least y'all giving, and watch, they're going to end up disappearing off of there because of y'all. But hey, they don't want to interact with us anymore. I wonder why.
Yeah. Because you guys are animals online. That's why. And it's not even the majority. It's just the vocal minority.
You know what? Like, if it does end tomorrow, I wonder if Fujimoto purposely just did all of this just to like spite people who talk shit about his peers and mentors. Like, I think he would do that. You know,
he does have the power
because he didn't resolve or answer a lot of things. That's like a fact, you know.
Well, earlier, guys, we were referencing a certain quote by Oda, which I can assume was said in tongue-in-cheek, in that at the end of the day, manga is just a way to waste time. And I felt slighted by that comment.
Maybe he was warning us because of Fujimoto. He said, I read it before. I don't know what he was doing.
But I mean, with the way that, part 2 was initially received, both Vante and I are well aware of the sexist comments of, how people were going to the extreme for not having Denji back. And I would hate it. It would certainly be the first decision of a mangaka to spite their readers that I think I've ever seen before. I don't think I've ever heard of that. It's not like your series got canceled. It's not like you got sick. It's not like, the magazine went out of business. You purposely did this to spite your own readers.
You know what? Is Kishibe? I'm gonna go back to what we used to say weeks ago, months ago. Is Kishibe planning something? Is him and Quan Chi doing something behind the scenes that we don't know about? Now I'm really coping. Now I'm genuinely coping because there's characters that just Kobani. Like, I don't know. What if they got Raise and got some other? I don't like. What are we doing? I don't know what all these characters that are possibly still alive are doing. They just gave up. They just quit.
That's so unsatisfying because part of the human condition is fighting to the death.
Yeah, like that's one thing I will say, Sherm. The themes are still the themes. Like they're absolutely. I don't think the themes are even a problem. It's just the thing applying that to the story. It just.
Well, if the timeline gets reset, Denji dies of a heart disease, he's not going to be able to have sex. He's going to die a virgin. And it's like everything. What was the point at the end of it? There was no point.
Damn, I know people. That's almost like I wouldn't compare it in terms of the actual weight. Relatively though, I guess in a ratio aspect, it's like if Luffy doesn't get the One Piece. It's like, okay, well, even though Luffy established, like, if I don't, I don't. But everybody's like, he should. Because, I mean, why wouldn't he, right?
Why would we follow him for 1,400 chapters?
Exactly.
Just for him not to get the One Piece.
So, I mean, Country Mouse, City Mouse. So, I ain't gonna lie. That's going to forever still be one of my favorite themes of all manga. And we'll talk about it more tomorrow if it is the finish. We'll definitely talk more about the series in general, but that definitely is one of my favorite themes.
No, I haven't, Aki. It's been on the watch list forever, but I haven't seen it. I know it was referenced in opening one, which was a cool little ode, but you'll have to share with us that interview for tomorrow if you're there.
Tell you, man, Fujimoto and Gege, they just that's Asta and Yuno at the doorstep. That's babies. That's their. It's just the same. Like
2 peas and 2 pods.
And I think they don't care either if their series had got rushed to the end. Like they told them to wrap it up. I believe both of them don't give a shit. Which is, hey, kudos to you guys. If you're like, I know some people are, oh, you don't have a backbone. I don't think that's what it is. I think that's off the mark. That's not always the case.
It's more like you've
some people are just
yourself to your fate. Like you've accepted it.
Tomorrow or not, yeah.
Okay, then that might be the Mandela effect. I thought it wasn't immediately confirmed. Yeah, but if it says something like the end of the 4 Horsemen arc.
Yeah, immediately, yes. That's part 3. That's 1,000,000% confirmed. Because there would be no point in saying that if it wasn't.
And if we do get a bit of
no.
If we do get a bit of ambiguous ending, or I was even going to say like a reset of the timeline, Fujimoto, I think, will benefit from taking another extended hiatus. That by the time he comes back for part 3, I think we would all pretty much love it. Like he would still have some controversy around it if he, is redoing some of these stories or even doing what some might consider to be a retcon. But if
right here.
Pochita is like the rule breaker in this universe.
Exactly. Breaking the rules, eating himself, then I feel like that's connected to the origin.
It's got to have some consequences.
Yeah.
Because what happened when Death got eaten? Like, the bugs reign supreme over the planet. And now with Pochita removing himself from the situation, he's also eating himself in this dream world? Or is this hell? Because he said they got killed by devils or eaten by devils. So is this inside of Denji's brain? Like, where was this conversation at?
We got to circle back to that because we still got Yoru and Asa. See, that's the other thing too that makes me think like
there's no resolution for their characters either.
Yoru and Asa, they're still here. Yoru is still here. From
and
what we know,
they were the MCs for part 2. You can't slight 2 MCs with one ending.
And I kind of agree with you, Sherb. You know what? I don't really think I would want to see Denji that often in part 3. Only sometimes. Because then it's going to feel repetitive and it's like the same thing over again.
Well,
like,
if he doesn't have his powers especially.
Yeah.
Man, I would just love to see him buddy copping it up with Aki.
Not
you, Aki, the other Aki.
I'm not gonna lie, he might end up doing it. I think he'll do contracts. I think he would do some. What devil contract do you think he would do or get?
Could he do like all of them? Is the answer? Like, you don't care.
I mean,
I saw this hilarious skit the other day. It was just like, you're selling your soul to be good at basketball? Yep. And then like a member of the Devil's legal team came out. Hold on a minute. You sold your soul 2 weeks ago to be good at darts. He's like, I don't really like darts anymore. I guess we could do a transfer of the lien?
Oh, I just thought of something. Do you think Fumiko could do a lot of contracts with the clones of themselves so they could just give organs?
It depends.
Like organs, limbs, and stuff? I think so. Like, there has to be a point for that, too. That's another thing. What's the point of Fumiko's STD devil contract if it's just, getting information and intel?
I mean, because it's a hive mind with individualized fears. I think that was also another important line from not this chapter, but the last one, is they have individual fears. So yes, they are of one, like Venom or a hive mind, but they're not all the same.
I think that's probably... So if she were to do contracts... But it's just the fact that it's Fumiko. Like, why this character? Why couldn't it be a main character? You know, that's something like someone like an Aki would do, you know, or like those kind of characters would do something like that.
And why is it like that form? Was that the first woman to ever make a contract with the STD?
I guess sex
devil?
always wins, right? Word to Denji, word to Fumiko.
Except for Denji this time.
Well, this time, yep.
Oh, WBB. That might have been the editorial change I think someone was talking about. So it used to be final chapter on 324 to be continued. But I thought Viz had posted some. Again, I don't know if we can trust them, that they said the end of part 2. So Aki, Dandadan's right there. It's not as sexual, but it's got some weirdness to it. I think you'd enjoy it.
Well, coming into this series, you're
lesser doses. In lesser doses.
But then it's like, okay, it's
it tapered off.
Like if you can read your chainsaw, you can read Dandadan easily, very easily. Well, the only thing though I will say though, I don't feel. Maybe because, a lot of endings been feeling this way, but I don't feel like that. If it ends tomorrow, I'm not, like, angry. Just a little disappointed, but not angry. Because once again, all the anime stuff we got, that's still everything. Everything is great until the final, 10 minutes?
I think I might just have to come to the conclusion I'll never get a satisfying ending for a manga series in my life.
Hey, honestly, yeah. If Oda can manage to do it with how big his manga is, I'm gonna call him the GOAT. Just if he can do it, I'll call him the GOAT because there's a lot, smaller or less plot lines that other mangaka have to, conclude, and there'd be misses. So if he can do it,
I mean, look at Fujimoto. He might not do any of them. Sorry, too soon?
Whether if it's his call or not, I don't know, because Fujimoto's a weird guy. Could be his call.
He could be a murderer. No, it's just a joke. Just a joke.
JoJo endings, I mean, so far from where I'm at, yeah, every time apart ends is pretty good. Can't lie. But her Haikyuu is good. Obviously, Sherm, that's one of your goats.
Like, what is even my favorite ending? I don't know. I feel like they all have issues. Like, I'll tell you the series off the top of my head that I'm just like, well, there's a problem with that one. And just off the dome. 7 Deadly Sins, The Promised Neverland, Demon Slayer. That's 3 right there, just literally.
I still feel indifferent about Demon Slayer. I didn't mind that personally, but I see why. I can see why others.
I thought it was,
but it did exactly what it needed
such
for
a
me.
Safe ending.
True, but I was like, God damn, these characters, they deserve this.
Not to say they don't.
It got to that
it,
point
course,
where I was like,
but
I just felt good. Oh, it's over finally. Fuck Muzan, get him out.
But I wanted them to enjoy the spoils of their victory, not their descendants or their spiritual descendants.
I mean, they did though. We didn't see it. That's all. That would be the problem, is that we didn't get to see or actually have time. I remember that was Sherm's problem with it. -1.
-1.
I mean, honestly,
-1.
I guess I still got to say Fire Force, but once again, I'm going to keep saying it. I've been saying it for years since that ending. Even though it's like one of the best ones, it doesn't really raise the series as a whole tremendously higher. Like, if I were to rank Fire Force, I'm still giving it I'll give it like an 8.5.
I mean, you have to look at the body of work.
Yeah, so
it's fair.
But that's about it. My Hero, like I said, was one of the better ones of the ones that I've finished reading in the last few years. It had all the other ones were just.
I mean, I know you had issues with Tokyo Revengers, like you had issues with JJK.
JJK is probably in the middle, but just like Chainsaw Man, there's certain things that it's like okay, we're not getting that. Okay, cool. I guess. Well, what are we doing? We need a prequel. What's up, all these shit? We need prequels, guys. Come on, Mangaka. Don't stop. We need prequels, not sequels. Prequels.
Sequels are overdone.
Prequels.
I need a Minato series like ASAP. Screw Boruto.
Seriously.
Burrito. At this point.
Every time I see it, I just get tired of seeing it because I'm like, it feels like every time I see panels out of context, it just looks like the same shit every time. I'm like, what is even going on here? Can't do it, man. If you can't no offense, but you can't reinforce or re-innovate your own manga, I don't know if I'm willing to read it. That's kind of like some reasons why people didn't even want to get into JJK and Modulo, even though it was short, because it's I don't, it's probably not going to be anything reinforced. I gotta catch up and finish it, but it's didn't really matter. Resolved some plot lines from what I hear, but it didn't really matter, honestly. And I hope Fujimoto doesn't do that kind of sequel either, where it's it's 25 chapters of just
bullshit
stuff, people that we don't care, new characters. Bullshit. It's what is?
Oh, 5 chapters are Fumiko. I don't care. That's not the character you should be focusing on. These aren't the droids you're looking for, head ass.
Is this a feeling that people had? Because I actually never seen Death Note yet, but I've heard people say that after such and such dies,
it was still good. I know. I'll keep it, general, since I know you haven't seen it.
Yeah, Yeah,
I think it was still good afterwards. It never reached that same peak.
What would you say is the peak of Chainsaw?
It's gonna sound disrespectful, but I would say the final arc of part 1.
I agree. You know what?
Because it makes me think like, oh, all of part 2 is lesser than. It's different. But if I'm talking about just like the one peak, like it was getting close here with these last couple volumes.
Aging,
I was
to
like,
Yoru, yeah, it was getting pretty good. I was like, okay, hold on. But then it didn't. The Fire Devil with the twin like that. I was like, whoa.
He's doing something different.
I'll say that in the Assassin's arc.
The Assassin's arc was good.
Part 2, you know, and I don't like to say this, but like, I kind of don't remember how the order of things went in part 2. I could tell you things from part 1
That's
easily.
fair.
Part 2, sometimes I get a little lost, especially when Denji, you know, with the limbs and him, like that section was kind of just, and before that with the aquarium, all of that's kind of just a
blur.
Like I remember moments, but I can't remember everything. Besides me hating Barum. And then Kishibe just asking for him every chapter, and then he just got the milk. I guess he went to go get milk.
Not the gone to get milk. Oh Lord!
Like this is not even funny, Fujimoto. It's not a joke. Like,
that's why I said earlier. It feels spiteful. It feels like he's doing this to spite his readers. I don't know, but thank you guys for showing up tonight and dealing with our madness, if you want to call it that.
Still a fun stream.
Oh, for sure. I think tomorrow's going to be a ton of fun too.
Oh yeah.
So guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're watching this. 8:15 p.m. Eastern. We will keep it later in the evening, so that way everyone can join. And you know, for the people that react to Chainsaw Man, I don't know how many people react to it online on YouTube, but you'll probably get a lot of the early morning reactors before you get ours. So again, we appreciate anyone that comes by, whether you're new or returning viewer. Portia, you will always be out of pocket. Aki, thank you for the participation. Sherm, you're the GOAT. We had a ton of people in here today, so I apologize if I don't specifically name you, but you are all appreciated.
Yes, sir. Once again, tomorrow, guys, be here same time, 8:15 p.m. Eastern time. We'll keep an eye out on people trying to spoil. We'll see what we do. We might, like I said, we might just jump into it or do what Sean recommended or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll say what's up to you guys, and we'll get straight into it. Honestly,
I'm
and it works.
He's him.
Yeah, that worked pretty well. Trying to think. I don't even know where. I think I want to go second tomorrow. I think you got it. You can go first tomorrow.
Oh, you throw me.
How you want to do?
We're doing it just like Undead. Okay, I see. Oh wait, did you read Undead first? I can't remember.
I don't.
It's been a while. I'm gonna have to go back to that stream. But
maybe I did, because I think I remember just in my head. The only thing I was thinking about talking about was the Luna thing. I think, unless that was second to last.
Maybe it was,
or something like that.
I can't remember,
know,
but either way, please join us tomorrow evening, 8:15 p.m. Eastern. So long as I'm breathing, I'll be here. I know that sounded a little dark, but this is the series for it. Deus Ex Machina, it was all a dream. Part 3 or Riot, that actually might be the stream title.
To you in 2,000 years. Technically, maybe.
Oh, God. if he follows Isayama. But that's it from me. Anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Fumiko gonna save the day, pretty much. That's only prediction. I mean, because she's the only one that.
And STD saved the Chainsaw Man world. You heard it here first.
Well, that being said, yeah, we'll be here once again tomorrow, same time. We're gonna just jump straight into it and chat it up with you guys. But that being said, man, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. See you guys on the next stream or video. And peace.